Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up. And we are underway now from Santa Clara. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Harvey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now it's Nix. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. This is taken at the 18. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On the ground with a rookie from Auburn. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10.
Trap 60. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Nix to the air. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. An option handoff given to Harris. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, here's Nix. Setting up the screen, Harris. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here comes 3rd down at 7. Throwing Nix. Inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
To throw is Nix. He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And they'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Nix. Touchdown, Broncos! A great effort there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
Jason Meyer is set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run can go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Shoves him away. And he's going to go out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. They're going to look to throw. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 ring, 70 Buffalo 18.
Back to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
You don't often see a sneak on 2nd down. Usually that's reserved for a 3rd or 4th down call. But the element of surprise was not with them, and they returned back on that attempt.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers. Well, nothing fancy easy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. Over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. He's going to try and do this himself. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive guy, it's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. 19s, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Womack. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll try the left side. Womack.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Right back to him on 1st down. Down to the 22-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Jake Moody
now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
At the 40-yard line.
2nd and 5. On play action, here's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Nix. He's going to try and go deep again. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Nix. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best. first half of play. See if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Womack looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cowboys, here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll drop to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Project S, this ain't what you want.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Cougar 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught at the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of his passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Ready? 70 Lions. Let's go.
They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, you can still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie in the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go now.
They'll run again. And this time he's into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
An extra point try now for Moody.
It's good to make it 17-7.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On the handoff, Harvey. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll keep it on the ground. Womack. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
They'll run on first down. Womack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
19, trap 60, trap 6, 18, run, 18, run.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Womack. And he dropped him at the 11 after only a yard. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Okay, ready?
This is 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set.
They'll try the left side. Womack looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
70
Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Harris running straight ahead. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Well, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36.
36-yard line.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Nick's going to give to Hardy. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They're going. It's Nix. Pass taken in by his good tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Nick's going to keep this himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Nix from the shotgun. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in hours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Womack. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. This is 1st and 10. And now they'll shift things around. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Hurt, hurt.
They'll try the left side. Womack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
49ers field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's back to throw.
Nick's going to keep this himself.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys are struggling to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. He's got his target, Harris. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
At the 36-yard line.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
They'll look to throw.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
final shot. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal. I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that's going to tie things at 20. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. That is caught. He's into space past the 25. And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. Now Myers for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. First down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try the left side. Womack. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. 44 yards on the touchdown run.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for two.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a one-point lead. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, and not on that play.
Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for the 49ers, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the one-point victory here in the opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Denver, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got 'em beat. Cause a side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be silent like bass hitters. Them other fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girl better than me. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Yeah. Even if it's big or small, do you know where you're more clever, yeah. If a girl do it better. If a you know a girl do it better. I'm not the good dog. I'm not the good dog. I'm not the good dog. I'm not the good dog.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Might get my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, no. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, no. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not.
I see through your act and I still enjoy the show. Yeah.
When you're the demon, I dug myself out of the try it again. Starting me over right back at the end.
When's the last time you were afraid? I haven't been afraid a day in my life.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. In the mirror, no reflection. Another day, just another resurrection. Where's the glory? Just another story. I won't be the ending that was written for me. And I'm never running, so try it again. Starting me over right where it began.
It's pretty boring, isn't it? This existence. Might as well not take fear off the table.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, lies knock me down 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die.
I think everyone's a little scared of what's next. Live or die. Live or die.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a biffa. Not a civilian, I'm a citizen. Green around the world, looking militant. I fly United, never spirited. Only restaurant is gonna be Michelin.
What?
I mean Michelin, traveling on dividends. She said that I'm bald like a 90s symbol is. I'm getting paid, talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name Green, but I ain't crab, I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim, flying straight from Manopon. Rolling out to Durban, Marble pudding with some prawn. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don, huh? I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a biffa.
Ibiza. Yeah, it's pronounced Ibiza, actually. Yeah. What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper.
Switch it up.
From Africa, home of the diaspora. More than the trip around the globe, we just set the law. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie, I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York, posted up like some Timberlands, homie. So I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta.
stay with him in the same city. I done been around this world, you can't think with me. Oh, you a wannabe, I'm what they wanna be. A well-adjusted free thinker, that's autonomy. That means I make my own decisions, boy, what do you do? I could spend a week or two out in Honolulu, and I ain't got $1 billion, but I got a screw loose to the people that see the world just like the news do. While you stunting on the block, you can invest that money, get funded by some stocks. I'd rather make a punchline than punch into a clock. Life is hard, but you won't change it just wishing on a star, cause you can miss this like you in the dark. This beat is intimate, so you can really feel my heart. System built for us to fail, but somehow we all prevail. By the time I was 17, man, I thought I'd be in jail. Cause we moved out to the burbs and still get cuffed up in a cell. Most are blind to this world, but this world, I see it well.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shorten it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul. So fly, I can walk in any spot, every be soaking. From a time when was stronger, today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever. Before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision while I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What